Hello everybody, my name is Aaliyah. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My YouTube algorithm has been very catered to my tastes. Very much so. I was delighted by stumbling upon this. If Squidward got everything he wanted. And after watching this and enjoying every last second of it, at the end of the video, Avocado says that if that video reaches 300,000 likes, he will make a full 10-minute Squidward movie. And I'm here to convince you today that that won't even be necessary. Now, I would love to see a Squidward movie anyway, but by analyzing the trailer, we can see that a movie actually isn't necessary at all. You can see everything that's going to happen in this film. You can tell exactly which moments are going to break your heart. You can tell exactly which moments are going to be heartfelt and emotional. And we're going to be going through this trailer together. By the end of this video, you should have a good idea of what the entire Squidward movie would be like. Let us begin. By looking at and analyzing this trailer, we can see that a Squidward movie will not be necessary because the entire movie is in this trailer. Let me explain. It is a skill of media literacy and a skill of effective trailer making to put the entire movie in the trailer. Every moment of heightened emotion, every fear, every triumph is in this trailer, and I can tell you this movie from beginning to end. The themes we'll be going over in this trailer are the cycle of exploitation, mediocrity, desperation, and rise to fame. And just by guessing the themes of this trailer, you can guess the themes of the entire movie. Again, this is media literacy. This is the effect of making an effective trailer. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what would compel Squidward to do this? Now, we're keeping this in canon verse, right? We could attribute this to some SpongeBob related thing, but as you'll come to realize, SpongeBob is completely absent from this trailer altogether. Obviously, it's impossible to pick up all the nuances or correctly pinpoint every single thing that would probably happen in this film. That is the point of the trailer, is it not? To entice the audience to watch the film. So we're just going to guess, more or less, the rough details of what this movie will entail.
I always wondered, how can so much talent go unrecognized?
Get back to work.
So from this point, we could see that Squidward is living a pretty mundane life. He's going to work. In his free time, he practices his clarinet, and he has this kind of low, mopey walk about himself. You can see how he's walking, that he's not happy with his life right now. Even by what he's saying. How could this talent, all of this talent, go unrecognized? What keeps Squidward held back isn't this lack of belief in himself, it's this lack in motivation. There comes a point in everybody's adult life where they realize that a shove is needed. Be it extrinsic, be it intrinsic, a shove is needed to propel them on the path to making their dreams come true. Something has to bring Squidward out of this mundanity that he finds himself stuck in.
But then I realized fame, fortune, it isn't just handed to you. You have to take it.
From this sequence of events, if we break the movie into 5 equal parts, the first part of the movie will be this look into Squidward's mundane terrible, tedious, loathsome life, right? Going to the Krusty Krab, being exploited by Mr. Krabs. Not only exploited, but underappreciated. His work isn't valued. And when he gets the chance to show off his clarinet skills, all Squilliam has to do is walk in front of Mr. Krabs, showcase his success. Pretty much that's all it takes for Mr. Krabs to say, okay, Squidward, we're gonna pull your concert and we're gonna go with Squilliam instead. And obviously Squilliam's doing this just to spite Squidward. He doesn't care. He doesn't need this gig at the Krusty Krab. And this is just a testament to show that Squidward wasn't looking for fame. He wasn't looking for extreme notoriety. He just wanted to do what he liked and have it be appreciated. But the little things are taken away from him piece by piece, right? A penny, a literal penny at the Krusty Krab. He can't even pick that up. A gig at the Krusty Krab, his place of employment where he's been working faithfully for years. Can't even get his gig. Mr. Krabs literally stomps on Squidward. And then just by everyday life, Squidward is beaten up. That's why Flats the Flounder, a side character, punches Squidward in the face and knocks him out cold. Life is literally beating him up. It's so harsh to him. And it's so tragic because all he wants to do is do what he likes. There are people in the world like Squilliam where everything is kind of laid out for them. They have the privilege of things being handed to them, or they're at the right place at the right time, or luck favors them. This is Squilliam's story. Squidward's story is the exact opposite. He's worked hard for everything that he has. And now this chance at a little bit of notoriety, just a small gig at the Krusty Krab. It's all he wanted. It's ripped away from him. What takes us into our second part, remember we're splitting this film into 5 equal parts. What takes us into the second part, or we'll say this is the mini climax, would be Squidward killing Squilliam Fancyson. This is how he takes his own fame. You hear him say himself that fame, fortune, notoriety, money, all of that stuff isn't given to you. You have to take it. Right? Squidward's been working hard his whole life. And finally, he gets this intrinsic push, the shove that he needed. Or maybe you could argue it was extrinsic, right? Since Squilliam took the last thing that he wanted. This is by far my favorite part of this trailer. It's just visual storytelling where you can tell what Squidward is feeling just by his expression alone. I love moments in movies and in trailers and in shows where you can tell what a character is feeling just based on their facial expression. When Squidward takes a bite of this sandwich, you can just see he is hungry for his goals. You can see by his eyebrows, by the expression on his face that, hey, I'm ready, I'm here, I want this so bad. And if you've ever had a strong goal or a drive or a desire, or you feel like your life finally has purpose, food just tastes better. Everything feels better. And it almost feels like everything in your life aligns in just the perfect way. And I feel like him eating this sandwich is such a perfect way to show this. You see how long it took me about 20 seconds to say this, but it took them 5 seconds to portray Squidward in this way. I got all of that information just by the way he bites this sandwich. This is what makes this trailer so effective. Little moments like this. What ends the cycle of exploitation is his fight with Squilliam and murdering him. He leaves this mediocrity behind. No more being exploited willfully. No more of this. When he kills Squilliam, he kills all of that. He's not taking this anymore. He's taking charge. He has agency now. He's not just this cog in a machine. He is taking his power back.
You know, I like a squid that takes charge.
Mr. Squidward, please!
The next segment shows what the third act of the movie would be about, right? Squidward working so hard towards his dreams, right? He's practicing every single day. He's getting better and better every single day. He has this determination, this newfound passion. It's like a fire was lit under his butt, right? And he's taking off with a sprint, right? He's going to get what he desires. In the pursuit of following his dreams, he meets someone. This woman notices the amount of passion and zeal that he has, and she's attracted to that determination. And for the first time, Squidward is being recognized for all of the hard work he puts into everything, for all of the passion he has. That is why he hooks up with her, and they start a relationship. And then you could just see his continued passionate working towards his dreams. He's dancing, he's playing the clarinet. He's gonna be a triple motherfucking threat. And then again, as we talked about, he's rejecting this exploitation. I'm not gonna work for you anymore, Mr. Krabs. He could have just quit, right? He could have just walked out and threw his hat and that could have been it, right? But no, he takes the cash register, the symbol of exploitation. This cash register is everything that Mr. Krabs cares about. That's it. Mr. Krabs never cared about me or my well-being. So I'm gonna take this symbol of my exploitation and beat the person who's been exploiting me all of this time with the symbol of the exploitation. It's brilliant symbolism. And so he just fucking beats the shit out of him. And now you could see just the steps he's taken to really make his dreams a reality at this point. He's tired of sitting around. He's not gonna work for anybody anymore. He's not going to get exploited anymore.
Well, we do need a replacement.
Take a bow, kid.
From this segment, we could see that he gets offered Squilliam's part. And so it just goes to show that killing Squilliam, while very illegal, was the best thing that happened for his career. Notice how I didn't say the best thing that happened for him, but it's the best thing that happened for his career. No, Squidward didn't create his own path, right? He technically did not branch off on his own and create his own path. He is, just as the lady said, Squilliam's replacement. So this is not his path. He's taking everything that Squilliam had, pretty much, and he becomes pretty successful from it. And so after he takes this bow, we realize that there's this sort of time skip, right? And so this is the fourth act of the movie. Squidward has adoring fans. He has everything he ever wanted. Adoring fans. People appreciate his work. People see his passion and his drive to do what he wants to do and to do what he's good at now. I guess he's really good at it now too, right? And he's so happy and he's so fulfilled and he's just enjoying the fruits of his labor. Now consider everything we talked about, and I want you to think of why this trailer shows Squidward now destroying this Krabby Patty. Remember it juxtaposed to the scene where he takes a bite right before he's famous, when he's working towards his goals, right? He takes that bite and he just loves it, and the food just tastes so good and he's so hungry, right? And now compare it to this scene where he's literally destroying the Krabby Patty. Looks like food doesn't taste the same as it used to. Looks like things aren't as well as they used to be. On his journey up, it's not the same. The journey was better than the destination. And so in this next montage, we could see him really enjoying himself, really enjoying everything that comes with being famous. He's got a tub full of money, right? He's mimicking Mr. Krabs, the people who exploited him. He even looks in the mirror and sees Squilliam, the ghost of Squilliam. So you could tell he feels guilty for what he did. Now that he has everything he ever wanted, He realizes this isn't even mine, technically. I have all of this because I killed someone. I did not create my own path. I did not find a different or better way to propel myself. Instead, I just took out the competition. That is why he sees the ghost of Squilliam. That is why he's sitting in the tub mirroring Mr. Krabs. I'm never going to be exploited again. That is why he has an orgy. That is why when he's on stage and everyone's cheering for him, he knocks his girlfriend out of the way. Now it's my turn to exploit you. And the cycle of exploitation continues. So first it was everyone to Squidward, and now it's Squidward to the only person who really has his back, which is his girlfriend. And so as happens sometimes, Squidward has an overdose. And look at the only person who's by his side. It's his girlfriend, who he's been exploiting. And it just mirrors reality so fucking well.
I can't even recognize you!
Our top story tonight, recent skeletal remains found are confirmed to be that of Squilliam Fancyson.
Do you recognize this squid?
And so we reach the 5th act of this movie, the final act. Squidward is realizing that everything he has, it doesn't fulfill him. He's not fulfilled. He thought this was everything he wanted, but he's missing something. It's not really his, because he didn't fight for his own path. He killed someone and he took their fame. Squilliam's replacement. That is what he'll always be because of his actions. And so this 5th act is just him having his mental breakdowns. The cops coming on to him. Hey, Squilliam's remains have been found. And so in the 5th act of the movie, in the falling action and the resolution, we're just going to see what happens to Squidward. Does he kill himself? Does he get caught for what he did to Squilliam? What happens? Does he lose everything? Throughout the trailer, we see Squidward walking outside 3 different times. In the beginning, we see him moping around, dragging his feet, leaving the Krusty Krab. His dreams haven't lifted off of the floor. He's being exploited. He hates what he does. He hates his day-to-day life. He's dragging his feet, right? The second time we see him walking outside, he has a pep in his step. A fire is lit under his butt, and he's marching towards his dreams to make that a reality, to make everything he ever wanted his. And then after pretty much the meat and potatoes of the movie, he realizes this fame isn't even really mine. Yes, I worked hard, but I cheated. I didn't play by the rules. I killed someone for this. And so his thesis was correct, but he just misunderstood it. Fame, fortune, etc., it isn't just given to you. You do have to take it. But he took it in the wrong way. He took someone's life. And so the final act of the movie is him coming to terms with the fact that he cheated. He didn't play by the rules. He became what he hated, and exploiting his girlfriend, having, these orgies, exploiting drugs. Does that work? I don't know. He just becomes a shell of himself. And then at the end of the trailer, the title of this movie is revealed to us. It's called Tentacles. Now, it's not called Squidward. It's not called Squidward Tentacles. It's called Tentacles, something Squidward and Squilliam both have. So in this movie, if it were to be good, I would expect a foil to be perfectly fleshed out in parallels, to be perfectly fleshed out between Squilliam and Squidward. Here is someone who's been handed everything his whole life and rubs it in, dangling a steak in front of a hungry dog. Someone who's been working so hard for everything his entire life. He's been exploited his entire life. And at some point, he grabs the steak. Nobody was gonna give him that steak. Squidward thinks, in Squidward's opinion. And was he right? Maybe he was. Maybe this was the only way for him to taste the fame and the fortune that he thought he deserved. Maybe he was right. But that's just something he would have to come to terms with himself. And that's what the fifth act is about. Him questioning his actions of late. He looks in the mirror, and as his girlfriend says, I don't even recognize you anymore. He doesn't recognize himself. Or he does, but he hates the person he sees, which is why he smashes the mirror. He hates what he became. In his pursuit of fame, he lost everything. And it just goes to show that the journey is sometimes, often most times, much better than the destination. I would expect this film, by this trailer, to explore that theme as well. That Squidward, in his attempt to become famous, he met so many people and was surrounded by love, but he wanted more and more and more and more. And he became quite like Mr. Krabs. He wanted every penny. He wanted his cake and to eat it as well. And you can't have that. He wanted his girlfriend. He wanted to have orgies. He wanted all the money in the world. And he kept performing. And his audience still loves him. So maybe we could even explore that. Even though he's problematic, his audience still loves him. And so I would just expect this film to cover the themes that are shown in this trailer. So I know the title of this video is that Squidward movie isn't needed, but, or some variation of that. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking make the title, but it's not true. We do need a Squidward movie, and that's why I'm making this video, so my subscribers can go like the video, get the video to 300,000 likes so we can see the Squidward movie, because I'm so interested. I want to know if I'm right. I want to know if I kind of captured the essence of what this film would entail. I would love to know. And the only way I could find that out is if Avocado made this film. So I need him to make it. So I need you guys to go over to his channel, go like the video, comment, subscribe, watch the full trailer uninterrupted, give him some love, and let's get this fucking movie. I want to see it. I want to see it. And just to the voice acting team and the art, everything was fucking amazing. Amazing. Really, really good. I've animated before. That shit is so fucking hard. Voice acted before, so fucking hard. And everybody just did such a good job on this project. I fucking loved it. I adored it. And thank you so much for making it. If you're watching this video, of course. Anyways, that is it from me. Until next time, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.